Hi there, it's Rachel with Mosaic, and I wanted to talk a little bit today about how Mosaic thinks about self-service differently for technical support landscapes. So we have a few releases this summer that I'm really excited about that I wanted to walk us through. So in front of us, we can see the Meridian Help Center, a very common FAQ kind of help desk center in a logged in portal. And I'm going to show you how Mosaic thinks about this a little bit differently. So the first thing is that we always make sure we have a conversational interface. This is because there's so much back and forth conversation that helps us actually get through technical troubleshooting in a much more effective way. The next thing is that we actually offer authentication to make sure that we're able to understand who the customer is, what sort of products and configuration they're running, because so much varies, especially if you have a really high amount of products that you're offering. So I'm going to go ahead and type in a very common thing. Let's say our CRM integration stopped working yesterday. So you'll see that Mosaic was able to kind of authenticate that user. It's saying, hey Dana, I'm seeing what happened in the background here. I'm getting a little more information about what's going on. And it's actually asking me to do some technical troubleshooting with it. So the next thing that I'll call out is it's also citing all of its responses, of course, against a public knowledge base, but it can go deeper than that and look at community forums, developer docs, really anything that would be helpful to connect and give more capability for first touch resolution. So we're going to go ahead and load in the screenshot that it's requesting. And the next cool thing is Mosaic understands in technical support, there's so much troubleshooting that happens that requires customer files, understanding. So Mosaic can actually read through that image and then marry it against some of the documentation available. So it's understood the image and it's actually seeing a connector flatline. And it's coming back with some additional requested troubleshooting. So Mosaic can do more than just screenshots. We actually can load in some different technical files here. So we're going to do the payload sample in the CSV field mapping file. And then you'll see that Mosaic was actually able to read through those. And one of the things that's really important is we've gotten pretty close to a first-time resolution, but in technical support, that's not always possible. And so because Mosaic offers one customer context model and one platform for automation across all of technical support, we're actually going to go ahead and open the case, and you'll see that all of that context has been maintained so that if you can't resolve on the first touch point, you've sped up all of the manual context gathering and information gathering so that your team can actually resolve much faster on the next touch point. So this is a bit of a view of how Mosaic thinks about self-service differently, and I'm really excited for all of the releases coming up this summer, so stay tuned.